They knew. Yeah, they, the system, the architects of the grind, the engineers of numbness. They fucking knew we were walking into an era of weaponized materialism. Everything you eat, think, buy, scroll, watch is part of a machine that hijacks your soul and calls it normal. Work that kills your spirit. Food that poisons your gut. Culture that robs you of meaning. A rat race with no cheese at the end. And instead of helping you change the environment, they gave you pills to tolerate it. Not medicine that heals, but medicine that makes you numb enough not to give a shit. Numb enough to think the problem is you. That your anxiety and fatigue and emptiness mean you're broken. Not the system is broken. Now pause, because here's the first truth you've got to install. The medicine you were given was not to heal you. It was to help you function in a sick system. Chunk that up. What's the higher level category? It's not about pills. It's about false solutions that keep the real problems protected. Like duct tape, taping over a flashing red warning light in your car and saying all good now. Chunk that down. What does that look like in real life? You feel anxious. You get a pill. But not a conversation about your soul-sucking job or toxic social media loop. You're exhausted. Take caffeine. But don't ask why you haven't slept well since you were 12. You're depressed. Watch motivational videos. But don't even ask why nothing in your life feels sacred anymore. You're already fucking doing this. You already feel when something's off. Your body screams it. Your soul whispers it. But you've been trained to shut that shit down. To override it with substances, with distractions, with conformity. Now here's where it gets fascinating. Because NLP tells us, what we repress, we anchor deep. If you tell a child, don't cry, they don't learn not to cry. They learn crying is shame. That's an embedded command straight to the unconscious. So what if that embedded command that you grew up was, don't question, just cope. Boom, identity formed, limiting beliefs wired. Now let's rewire that. Let's install some new code. I am the motherfucking pattern interrupter of my lineage. Say that out loud. Say it like your ancestors are watching, because they are. So how did you get stuck? Let's break it down like you're 5. You were born with a wild spark. The world around you said, sit still, shut up, follow rules, be productive. You internalized that being yourself was rejection, chaos, punishment. So you learned to play safe. You learned to survive, not thrive. Now your nervous system is conditioned to fear freedom, truth, boldness, because it associates them with pain. That's called neuroassociative conditioning. But here's the kicker. The brain loves pattern. Even toxic ones, especially if they're predictable. So if your system knows work, burnout, escape, repeat, then any disruption, like quitting, healing, telling the truth, feels like a fucking threat. And now the pharmaceutical band-aid just numbs the alert system that would have told you to fucking leave the toxic shit. Here's how to reverse it. Interrupt, question, repattern. Example. You feel anxious, ask, what is my anxiety trying to protect me from? You feel depressed. Ask, what soul truth have I buried that's screaming to be seen? You feel numb, ask, what am I afraid that I'd feel if I stop numbing? Chunk up, zoom out, see the bigger picture. This isn't about you. This is about a whole system built on suppressing instinct, intuition, and emotion. The world is sick. And your symptoms, they're actually signals. Stop treating them as enemies. Start listening, like they're your spirit guides disguised as discomfort. The science. Neuroplasticity says your brain rewires based on experience and emotion and repetition. If you feel truth in your bones and you say it out loud, and you keep saying it, you literally carve new neural highways. Beliefs become biology. Thoughts become muscle memory. Your reticular activating system, it then filters reality based on these new beliefs. You start seeing the patterns. You start saying fuck no to what used to be invisible. You start spotting lies in the ads, the conversations, the expectations. So why do you fear doing this? Because your identity is tangled in your suffering. Because breaking away threatens your sense of belonging. Because you fear being judged, shamed, isolated. Because you were taught questioning is disobedience, and disobedience is abandonment. But let me tell you something with divine fucking certainty. If you're afraid to change because people will misunderstand you, they aren't your people. Karma check. Ignore this truth. Stay asleep. Keep numbing. Life gets tighter, emptier, sicker. Obey this truth. You trigger your healing. You piss off people addicted to the lie. You stand taller. You breathe deeper. You start to feel alive again. You want to change the world. You don't need to yell louder. You need to wake up deeper. You don't need to save anyone. Just model what healing looks like. That's NLP 101. Pace, lead, anchor, reframe. And here's your hypnotic command. Every time you feel like numbing, you now get curious. Every time you want to run, you ask, what's the real cause? Every time you feel off, you look deeper, not away. And from this moment forward, you remember, you're not broken. You're waking up in a world designed to keep you asleep. And now you see it. And once you see it, you motherfucking lead. Say it, anchor it, breathe it in. This isn't just a belief. This is now identity. Let it land.